Good morning, traders, and this is a view of the S&P 500 intraday technical analysis. So there's a lot of things happening in the worldwide markets right now, and I think for me the S&P is pretty much putting in a show right now that I think we all need to be very aware of. So there's a lot of focus on the wedge and a couple of other scenarios at the moment. Let me just get this channel off white here. It's not something we can see. Put it onto color we can see. Right. So firstly, everybody's been focused on the wedge. And you remember where the wedge was? Wedge was pretty much over there. Okay. So you can see the wedge. We've had a break of the wedge. The question is, are we retesting the top of the wedge? Okay. And you can draw this wedge like that to say that we broke there, retested. This is still pretty much a wedge at the moment. But for me, this is a channel. So we've had a V reversal, but you could also argue that that was a pullback. First move up, second attempt down, failed, moved up, and we are now in a pretty solid channel. So for me right now, the move is to the upside, the momentum is to the upside. What we should be looking for is opportunities to be long. You can see this area here was broken. We closed above it on Thursday, and Friday we just continued above it. So ideally I'd love to see us come back to this area of 28.93. That would give us some support and allow us to get back in on a decent trade to the upside. The other area that we need to pay attention to here is pretty much right over there, and there are two little levels here we need to pay attention to actually. So those of you who don't know, my style of trading is I use the fractals as my support and resistance areas, or my levels, and by lining them up, looking left, lining them up in the fractals, you often see the exact area that you need to pay attention to for support and resistance. Okay, so you can see there is a breakout there, and that breakout, you can see how it was tested there again, and we're back in that area. Okay, so what we're looking for, let's get down to lower time frames here. So today what we're looking for is opportunities to get long. There's no reason to be short at the moment. I think beginning of last week there was still opportunities to feel that there were shorts on the table, but I think Friday's close pretty much has killed that completely. So I would expect some kind of selling off here of 29.58 and 29.46. Probably it's back to close the gap, and I think we can just zoom back in here. Close the gap, or alternatively pick up another area of support. And I'm going to leave it right here. You can see all the interaction we had here last week. Now if we come down to the hour, you'll see that it lines up pretty well with, just use this one here. So that's an area of support for me, and you'll probably find at a Fibonacci level it's slap bang between 50 and 61.8. Okay, so that wasn't the indicator we wanted to delete, but anyway. Delete that. Right, so the area that we need to pay attention to right now is this area here. 29.30, 29.25 to 5.9 to 5. Let's call it 29.26. That is the area I'd like to see a pullback into. So close the gap, come back, test the breakout, hold, get us some structure off here, and my stop area is going to be pretty much that area right there, just below this tail here, and that is 29.03. Okay, so that's kind of what we're looking at the moment. Not looking to chase along in the area that we're in right now. There's a little bit of congestion to the left if you look. You'll see this previous double top here. So I would expect some selling in this area to pull back, build some structure, and then opportunity to get long. Okay, move to the downside is pretty much going to be a break of this 28.93 So I need to see a breakthrough there, a pullback, a retest of that level, and then a continuation to the downside. Just get my fractals back on. So you'll see that is the current hourly fractal we need to pay attention to. So that is the area pretty much. It'll start, it says 2900 that you'll need to see a break below. You see price come back and test it, hold 2900 and start moving to the downside. That would be the indication that there are some shorts on offer. But right now, this trend is up. You want to be riding with the trend. You need to be paying attention to this area here, because that's definitely a take profit area. 2969, 2970. That is the area that you're going to see some profit taking. Okay, a move to the downside might be a sharp move to the downside, but what you'll be looking for then is some support. Come back and test the support of these breakouts here, and this is the most logical one at 29,300, 2930. Okay, so that's kind of the structure we're looking for right now on the S&P 500. Looking for a bit of a pullback, hold the level, and then another move to come and test the highs here at 2969. If 2969 or 2970 actually goes, okay, and you can see the relevance of it. There's fractals there, and this is on the 4 hour. But if that goes, we are going to be, we can probably find it on the 8 hour. I have to go back quite far for the next level here. And you need to find the next level, congestion, and here it is here. You can see tail, tail, tail. A lot of chaos around it, tail, tail, tail. So this would be the next area, 2981 or 82. Okay, so pretty tight at the moment. Probably worthwhile dropping down to 15-minute on this, waiting for the pullback, get the structure, and then move the upside. The other thing about waiting on the 15-minute, just wait for my stochastics to group to the downside, something like that or that. Would really be nice to see a grouping like that. And see, every time we group the downside in the upward trend, we have the buyers stepping in. So that's pretty much what I'll be waiting for. Wait for the European Open, wait for the pullback, wait for the structure, then get in on the trade. Problem at the moment is the stop is fairly large at the moment. I'd like to see a stop preferably below this, just below this area here. Okay, so in other words, I want to see some structure. You can see there is a little 15-minute level right in here. Let's get that zoomed in. So you can see there's a 15-minute level right over there. You see prices come back to test it. But it is the Asian session, so don't read too much into it. Anything can happen. I think this gap close would be ideal. Alternatively, 29.30, and then inside here there'll be a couple of smaller levels you can look at as well, which is 29.24, and your stop is going to be below this fractal here of 29.13. Okay. Anyway, guys, that is my view on the S&P. I do believe it offers some decent longs as well. So, yeah, let's see what this week holds. Hope it helps, and we'll catch you later. Cheers for now.